for the very first time as part of the 10,000 subscriber YouTube world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. What an incredible day today has been for so many reasons. First of all, starting the day with Tottenham on tour, hitting 10K, and a massive thank you to each and every one of you that are watching this now, that may watch this later, that has been with us from the beginning or just joined us. But without you, we're absolutely nothing. I do have one of the Tottenham on tour family and co-creators joining me. We are going to make this a very interactive show. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. We are going to just have some fun. Like I said, being on this side of the pond, I want us to do more shows for people that may not be able to watch us when we go during the day, or people that are doing both. We'll get more into that. But just honestly want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we'll get more into it once the person that's joining me is with me. But then we had a North London derby and the first proper real vision and test under Thomas Frank. Mission accomplished. The most, I think we have to say, one of the most relaxed, organized, structured, tactically spot on performances we have had in a long time. Beating the filth, playing well, and then more news coming our way with João Palhinha. Here we go, coming to Tottenham. There's someone in the chat by the name of Lord Rodney Trotter, my favourite dipstick, that has been wanting this moment like I've been wanting Frank, so I'm sure he's delighted. So whilst we're waiting for the guests to come on, there's 25 of you here. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of reflection of where this channel's been or grown and how your support has been amazing. So I'm just going to go through the chat first of all. And as I said, you have any questions about anything, whether it be personal, whether it be Spurs, whether it be your thoughts, whether it be anything, there is no holds barred, as they say, but we will speak a lot of Spurs stuff. But whatever you want to talk about, we are literally going to talk about. I'm going to wait for the other guy to come in and we'll do a big thank you again. But big up to Adam, who I haven't seen for ages, who was part of the channel for a little bit a couple of years ago. Thank you very much. Haven't seen you for ages. I hope you and the family are well. I hope you are. I hope I've said that right. But 10K baby, correct. Thank you. And let's just say, everyone in the chat, European champion, and let's be shameless, Hong Kong champion. And I will also add, I don't know if people remember, I don't know if everyone in here wanted Anjao, or there's no going to be, but I got sick and tired of people putting up Ange Postecoglou's record last season about Thomas Frank and how he won every single game. Ange Postecoglou was, oh, well, look at him, he can't be that good. He's beaten Frank every single game. Well, I've been biting back today, and I was like, okay, cool story. He won against every single game against Brentford. How did he do in the North London derby? End of. But I am going to bring the guest on, and it's someone who's a massive part of this channel, and he certainly made his appearance last summer. He comes and he goes, but he's coming today, and it's Dave the Roadman. Big up to you.
How's it going?
It's good, brother. Still loving you with your Keanu Reeves hair. Congratulations on being part of the family and 10 grand, baby.
Oh, mate, listen, you guys did all the hard work. Do you know what I mean? I came on, had some fun, enjoyed it for a while. Do you know what I mean? Then I got busy myself. But yeah, congratulations, everyone. It's massive, 10K. I mean, we spoke about this, last year? Yeah. The goal was to hit that 10K, and we did it. And it's amazing. So, yeah. Fantastic.
And now we go to 20K. I've just said, Dave, we're going to have it chilled, interactive, like we did with Morning Brews. Anyone has questions, anything, we'll go. But I want to say hello to everyone like we did. Big up, Rick Kane. I hope you're good. Little bro, is in the building. Hope you're good and well. Thank you. Eric E, big up to you. Hotspur State of Mind, who I've seen a lot today. A lot of people have been streaming a lot of the time, and a lot of people have been watching a lot of Tottenham content today, and rightfully so. Big up to you, buddy. Big up, Jack. I hope you're good as well. Yeah, we'll get on to Palhinha. Let's see who else have we got in. Connor Smith, big up to you, buddy. Christian, big up to you. Thank you. Lord Rodney Trotter, big supporter of so many channels. Big up to you. Conrad is in the building. Such a stud as well. I wouldn't go that far, mate. Only my wife would say that. Joshua, big up to you. My Canadian brother, all the way over there in Calgary. Big up to you. Another Canadian, Jason. Mate, we keep saying we need to speak. I need to make that happen. Big up to you, mate. Jason and Scott has been with us from the start, even when I was part of Tottenham Away. Big up to you both. Ross, all the way in Leeds. Big up, brother. Love you too, buddy. Who else have we got in the building? I thought my mouse had gone dead. There we got Jack, we've seen, but big up. I'm not even going to try and say this name, or I am going to. No. That man's not coming anywhere near the club, Corbetta. Thank you very much, but not a chance. Destroyer, yeah, not a chance. 10K, let's have a look. Felixon, big up to you. Palhinha, absolutely delighted. Absolutely. I mean, whilst we're here, Dave, your thoughts on Palhinha?
I think it's a good signing, mate, personally. It's a type of player we need. He's a bit of a dominating figure. And he's strong, he's aggressive, and we do have players who can try and be aggressive, but Palhinha is really, really aggressive. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a good signing. And a loan deal with an option to buy, not obligation, which is fantastic, because if he has a poor season, who cares? We just let him go back to buying. If he has a great season, he's not that expensive. But I don't think Levy's planning on buying him anyway. At the age he is, it's a season-long loan, gets the player he wants without having to spend much money. I mean, his wages are what? Probably about 120?
Around 190, actually, at buying 190.
Oh, are they?
And apparently we're covering it all.
So he's one of our highest paid players, which is going to cause a lot to want to do some new contracts then. So we can look forward to that. We
shall see, but we're gonna judge once I've got through this. We're gonna judge what the people in the audience think, the viewers think of the site. Rick Kane has put in a super sticker. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Paul Brown, another one that's been with us from the beginning. Big up to you, buddy. I hope you're well. Musa Ali, yeah, mate. Listen, I was watching the game with Dave today, and not only was I not worried in the slightest at any point, but we all were speaking about how good we were defensively today, weren't we, Dave?
Oh, yeah, defensively, mate. It was really nice to see because, last season we've seen how open we were and how, bad our defensive stats were. To see how structured we were, how disciplined, how we didn't seem out of place either, Like, each player knew their job and they were confident. I mean, you look at Romero nutmegging Havertz. Porro was defensively really, really good. Van der Ven, his hamstrings are thanking Frank. They're on their knees thanking him. And I thought Spence did all right. You know what I mean? He kept Saka really, really quiet. And overall, I just think our defence looked structured. And then even when Danzo came on and when Ben Davies came on, it didn't look out of shape either. It was still structured. They still knew what they needed to do. And I thought Danzo was solid as hell in the air. I thought it was fantastic.
He was, but the other thing I love with that Romero nutmeg, I've watched it back so many times. Kai Havertz went in with such force to try and put one on Romero that he slid right past Romero and took out Spence. Yeah, literally, he felt. But Matty K, he's happy to see you here. I was
just chatting to him, like I didn't say I was coming on.
He said to me, "Who's on at 2 a.m.?" I was like, "Me."
Yeah,
it's not 2 a.m. It's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. And talking to 9 p.m. Another person in the States, or this side of the pond, shall I say, Ian, big up to you. Massive, massive day for the club. Super chat super stick up from Matty. Oh, super chat. I don't know which one it is, but thank you, Matty. Get Ben out of bed. Yeah, I don't think Ben Kaufman has just had had his lovely partner Mickey move in with him, and I don't think on the second night he's
has he? He moved in
say, you know what? I'm getting up at 2 a.m. to start streaming. I don't think that work. I moved this computer into a different room because in case I needed to do this, I don't think Ilana would be very happy with it.
Yeah, mate, I've moved mine downstairs now. It used to be up in the bedroom. Mine's now downstairs, like, because I just didn't have the room for it.
There you go. I will say, no, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, obviously, thank you. Obviously, you've come over from seeing me on the mothership. That channel, people will know how special that channel is to me, and they really are. And obviously, there's so many other channels that have supported. We all support each other, but we are Tottenham TV, not just as a channel, but as a brotherhood, as a friendship. They're just incredible, and we wouldn't be here without them, and many others. But always my love. As I keep saying, I've said it before that if we needed to do something on Tottenham on tour, and We Are Tottenham TV needed me, I will go to We Are Tottenham TV, and others will do it. And they would do vice versa for us if need be. So it is incredible to have them right there for us. Who else have we got that we haven't said hello to? Control Based Elite, big up to you. Wisconsin, another American, big up to you. Wisconsin, probably a Green Bay Packer. I cannot wait for the NFL to start it's August tomorrow, isn't it? Next month, NFL is back. Malware, big up to you. Yep. There's Swifty, big up to you. Reese, big up to you. Yeah, do you know what? Here we go. We're going to go through these. Like I said, Bissouma to West Ham. And do you know what? People are forgetting. I mentioned it earlier today. I think this link is a lot further than it is, because if people remember, it was Gary Potter that made Bissouma.
Yeah, I mean...
So there is a very big link there. We all know that managers like to go for old players. I can see this happening.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, yeah, right, West Ham will have to go in for a loan. They don't have much money. We know that from the Kudus deal. So for me, it'll be like a loan with like an option to buy next season or something like that. But with the reports that, what's his name, Paqueta,
that's exactly where I was about to go.
Possibility leaving, they will need to have someone in that midfield. I think Bissouma will do well for him personally. I think it'll be a good signing for West Ham. But whether it progresses, this will be near the end of the window type of thing. You know, it'll be one of them where West Ham will probably look to the market, see if they can find anyone cheaper or anything like that. But if they can't, they'll definitely come in for Biss at one point. I reckon they will. If Paqueta's leaving, then they're more than likely you're going to see them go for someone like a Bissouma or someone like that, someone they can get on loan. And with obviously the Kudus deal, it kind of adds that little relationship type of thing where I reckon they'll try and push towards a Spurs type player they can get on a loan deal or something. So it's one of them. We'll have to see what that one like. But I think Bissouma will do well with West Ham. I really do believe he will do well.
There we go. We got Malware, Palhinha. It is a brilliant stopgap. Jody, I always, whenever I speak about stopgaps or anything like this, there's one transfer that I always come back to. It's not even a Spurs one. Do you remember when Edwin van der Sar announced that he was going to retire at United?
Yeah.
He gave them the time, and United spent a hell of a lot of time scouting the goalkeeper they wanted. Scouting the goalkeeper, they gave him that 2 years or a year, 18 months, and they went and got De Gea. Obviously, he started shaky, but I think this is exactly what Palhinha is. I think it's let's see what Water could do or Belieber could do this season. They have a season down on their contract, and then we can go. What do you think? And everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I agree with that one because I know Spurs fans wanted Wharton. Yeah, he's had a good season, possibly. Do you know what I mean? He's shown flashes of brilliance. Belieber, I haven't watched too much of him, so I don't really know what he was like previous seasons, but it makes sense because not a lot of other clubs are looking at these players. I think Everton are looking at Wharton, but I doubt it'll go Everton. There's no point. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to leave a team like that just to go to Everton. So I feel like if Palhinha is a stopgap, then there's a really good possibility. We found a target, and like you're saying, we want to see how the season progresses with them and see where they're at. That could go two ways. You know, there could be a possibility that they absolutely ball and the price rises massively. or there could be someone we don't even know in a different league, you know? So it's one of them. You just don't know with Tottenham at the moment where they're going to go with things.
Or they sign a new contract if they're doing well. But I want Belieber just so I can start singing, and then I saw his face. Now I'm a believer. Mate, oh, come on, that writes itself. Surely that writes itself.
Yeah, easily.
You got a bit of love from Little Brother.
Am I? Where?
From Matty K. Look at the chat.
Am I? Oh, he's saying I'm sneaky.
He said he's missed you.
I know, but I weren't actually planning on coming on. I didn't even know you're going to be doing a live or nothing. I've been chilling in bed. I just watched How to Train Your Dragon 2. Illegally. I watched it illegally. You know what I mean?
Right? Do not endorse.
No, we don't endorse it. And when I say illegally, I accidentally clicked the link that gave me the video, so it's not my fault. I didn't actively look for it, so that's okay. But I had we went out today through Wales, had a little drive up through the mountains of Snowdonia and stuff like that. Came home and we decided to do a movie, so we watched How to Train Your Dragon 2. And yeah, I was just looking on the thing, and Mike was like, "You're going live at 2:00," and I was like, "Who's going live?" And then that's when I asked you in the chat, and I was like, and then you said to me, "Do you want to come on?" And I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" Hey, exactly. You know what I mean? I haven't done one for a while. It's 2 a.m, so who cares? Why not?
Do you know what I have noticed? And I when we sacked Aj Postecoglou, and I just said to We Are Tottenham team, they wanted to do a few late night ones. It's so nice to do a few late night ones because, like, for 2 reasons. First of all, people on other time zones that can't really join in the Monday and Fridays or whatever can come in, whether they're working the graveyard shift and need some entertainment or time zones are different. And the chat just seems to be so much more calmer. It's just a nice, chilled, relaxed. Like you might get the odd fall in or you might do whatever, but it is like so much more relaxed. And also you got the Australians. You got so many Australians. You got people in Korea. You got South Africa. You got so many different people.
Yeah, before, you can't normally watch it live because in the daytime they're asleep. But the reason, just quickly, sorry, Mike, when I thought you said chat, I thought you meant a WhatsApp. I just realized that it's on the screen. The reason is, Brian, and the reason I didn't see it yet is because I'm going to show you now, is I'm actually using my phone as a webcam. So it was covering the screen.
There you go. But before we go through the chat, I've just seen 2 things. Ethan has just become a member. Thank you very much indeed for your support. And welcome to the family. I will start doing some more members-only shows or fan shows, or we will. And we've got another super chat, or a super chat from Jason. Big up to you, Jason. Thank you. Honestly, I think it's a really good piece of business getting Palhinha. Also, it was really nice seeing our coach, mate. Dave, listen, I don't know if people have been able to crack my code at the moment, but I am rather happy that Thomas Frank is the Tottenham Hotspur manager. I don't know if people have been able to size me up or work me out or crack my code, but you speak about how you're feeling about Thomas Frank.
Well, right. So we did a stream not long ago when we were talking about this, Frank and stuff like that. And I said he needs to get players. He needs to get the players to fit his system, right? We've seen that with Kudus. You look at Kudus. Kudus come in, right? He's confident. He's aggressive. He's pacey. He's skillful. He's tracking back. He's defending. That's the type of Thomas Frank needs from his players, That's what he wants. He wants everyone to work hard, I'm shocked, personally, because I knew he was a decent manager, right? I knew he was a good manager. But I'm shocked at how quickly you've seen this team change when we go against Arsenal. Now, you look at us with Ange, right? And I'm not going to sit here and slate Ange. I know people dislike him and everything like that. He won us a trophy, end of. Who cares, right? He's gone, whatever. But under Ange, we struggled in them big games against London rivals, against top 6 teams and stuff like that. I don't think we won 1 game against them, did we?
We drew against the Phils. We drew 1, lost 3.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, but I'm on about like United and that. You know what I mean? We beat
them.
Well,
United, we battered this last season, but the others, the Chelsea's, the City's. Oh no, City, we did well.
We really had nothing against them, But watching us play against Arsenal tonight, well, yesterday, sorry.
Yep.
It was just really well coached, But it was also it was just everyone knew their position. Everyone knew what they needed to do. No one was out of place. Like when you were under Ange, you'd see, right, Porro defending with in a doggy. You'd have Benton caught up at the top left. You'd have Bergvall over here, and it was just a mess. And everyone was just headless chickens running around everywhere. If you look tonight, Porro was where Porro was meant to be. Spence was where Spence was meant to be. Bentancur, Bergvall's, Kudus, everyone was in the position they were meant to be. And that's where you see that collective unit of players. That goes down to coaching. That is literally on the training ground. You don't get that from on the pitch. You get it in the training ground. And what Frank has done in such a great time, it's such a short time, is such a great thing because we've not even over pre-season.
Yep.
You know, this is just the beginning of it. So he's going to have more time. Then you take a player like Palhinha, who is a rock. Who is a rock in midfield. You know he is. And like I said to you in the chat, Brian, people are forgetting, yes, we're putting Palhinha in the middle, but you've got Romero and Van der Ven sitting right behind him. That's a rock of a pivot there. 3 players there are rocks. So, yeah, I'm really excited about Frank. I was dubious at first because of mainly because of Levy, players, how they played last season. They just didn't look interested in the league or anything. You know, they look lethargic, they look tired. Frank's having these guys running 1Ks, pretty much every training session. Yeah, we didn't look knackered. We didn't look exhausted. We didn't look fatigued. We were up for that derby and we wanted to win it. You can see that from the players. And this is what Frank's bringing. So I'm
his coaching staff.
And his coaching. Justin. I love Justin Cochrane. I'm not going to you can ask Sean when we were talking about Frank.
That is Sean Slater.
Yeah, Sean Slater. When we were talking about Frank, when we first, it got announced and everything, the one thing we said is we need to bring Justin back. Like, a lot of people don't know who Justin is. He was part of the youth years ago. He is an insane coach. His vision for what's about to happen, in a structure of play is crazy. And you can see that we're bringing it. And it's nice to see that. I know I'm not trying to give Levy anything, right? But it's nice to see Frank, of a manager, bringing the people he wants. That's going down to the, from Justin to the sports science to medical to to the goalkeeper coach and everything. It's great. It really is great. And Spurs fans should be excited because if we go to this window and get more players in and add a few more players into this team now, well, what you're seeing right now is a team that finished 17th. Just go with the go to against Arsenal and win a game against them quite comfortably. I wouldn't say we were very uncomfortable in that game.
I don't think we were.
I think we were the ones making them uncomfortable. And this is the second placed Real Madrid free kicks, all that nonsense. Do you know what I mean? All that trash they like to talk about. And we played against them and we won. Yes, it's a friendly. It's a relevant game.
It's never a friendly.
I know, but in the whole grand scheme of things, we've got to do that in the league. You've got to work in that. You can do it again. And I think Frank will. I think Frank will do that for us. And I think we're going to see us play some really nice football. Really nice football.
Some of it was, wasn't it? Yeah, we were laying at the end, weren't we?
Oh yeah, in the watch along. Like, we were doing a watch along, and obviously in the end there was about 5 minutes left, something like that. And we were just olaying every pass and everything, having a great laugh and everything. Tell me one time last season, Brian, did we sit watching? We didn't even do any watch alongs or nothing.
No, we just didn't do it behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was just so down and depressing and just. But yeah, for me, it was great. It was just laugh. We were having fun, and that's what football's meant to be as well. Being with your mates, having a laugh, having fun. You don't want to be sitting there depressed. You know what I mean? Sad that your team's getting slapped every game. So yeah, it was great. It was really good. Right. I'm looking forward to it.
We've got a two-parter from Connor. We're going to get through these now. We've got a few packs. So Connor, I know you did a two-parter. So he's put signing Palhinha at 30 years old doesn't even faze me. Players like Fernandinho, Roy Keane, Steven Gerrard, to name a few, were all still fantastic midfielders in their 30s. If we sign Palhinha next year on a permanent deal, we could still get 3 to 4 years bossing the midfield. Connor, thanks for your comment. I will say with this, even Anne said last season, we need experience. We need experience. We've got such a young team. We need someone to come in and just have that experience, have that game knowledge, know the dirty tricks, the dark arts, and just settle that midfield in a very vital part where we have got a lot of youngsters coming through, And you, like you said, even like all of them, there's been players in midfield that go on into their mid-30s in that kind of position or whatever, that just their influence off the pitch and on the pitch is huge. And I've said seasons before, not recently, I wouldn't be mad if we signed like 3 or 4 30-year-olds on like 2 years. We keep saying we don't need these players, and the reason we keep saying it is because there's no resale value. No resale value, and that's all Tottenham care about.
Let me thinking.
This for me, it's an absolute shrewd bit of business, and Connor's completely right, isn't he?
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100% he's right, because when you look at it, yeah, right, people will say, oh, but he's going to be 30 years old and blah, 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 blah. Ask any Spurs fan, they'll take Kane back today, right? Yeah. He's over 30 now, but they'll take him back today, right? And I'm not saying Palhinha is in the same category as Kane, but you understand it's the experience. You don't get experience at 24 years old. You don't get experience at 20 years old. You don't get experience at 25 years old. You get experience in the later stages of your career, yeah, where players the likes of Palhinha and that, it doesn't work for every player. Not every player can have that ability to carry on, but you get these rare players that have this ability to, even in their age, where they're just getting to the point where they kind of got a few years left. But that's when they've got that experience. That's when they don't need that extra bit of pace, because they've got the mindset, they've got that little bit of IQ to read play. And that's what Palhinha is great at. He will see a pass being made to a player that's going to either cause us trouble or put us under pressure, and he will break down that pass, which completely kills the offensive team's attack. And that's what we need. That's the type of player we need. Now, you know, Bentancur, right? He could sometimes do that, but he's not always on it, yeah? He's not his role. He can't do that fully. Papa Matasar, he's a runner. Yeah, we know Papa Matasar, he's a runner. He can't do that role. We don't actually have a definitive player to sit in there and have that role. Fans were talking about pulling Romero, right, out of the centre-back position and putting him in midfield to find that role. But we don't need that. We've got Palhinha now. That's who's going to be doing it. And you'll see from him that it's not going to be perfect all the time. Don't get me wrong. We're not talking like, you know, Palhinha coming in is going to make us, we're going to win everything. It's not about that. What it's about is in games, when certain points of that game where you're under pressure, you need a breakdown of play. You need to take that pressure off yourselves. He's going to make that one tackle. He's going to bash that one player. He's going to make that that foul that just allows you to have that break and wins back possession. So when you add other players around him that we have, the Madisons, the Sars, the Bergvalls and all that, you're adding a structure there that when he wins that ball back, you've got players who can play off him very, very well. I mean, you look at him at Fulham. You don't look at him at Bayern. If you ask someone now, they talk about him at Fulham. Well, the players he had there were nowhere near as good as what he's going to have around him now. In Bayern, yes, you could talk about Bayern and say their players might be, but you're going to have better players around him, which is just going to give a bit of extra structure to the team. But the one thing you're also going to get, and not many people are talking about it really, I've seen a few, he's going to pick up yellow cards. I mean, Palhinha is a walking yellow card.
Yep.
He is, because that's how he plays. He's in midfield. He's the one who's going against 3 or 4 other players, and he has to take the risk. And that's another thing we've got to think of is he will build up enough yellow cards that he'll have to miss a game. He may even pick up a red card, you know, but you just need that player. You need that aggressive type of player who's just basically a bulldozer in midfield, who's going to annoy other midfielders. So I think it's fantastic.
You're right. And before we go through, Reece, your question is coming up twice. We're going to go in order, but I do want to, and there's a super chat, which I'll do before Reece's, but I just want to quickly go through because I've seen some people saying hello and just saying congratulations that we haven't acknowledged. Then we'll go back to the questions. But first of all, I said about people being day oneers. I completely forgot to mention Scott M's been a day, and I mean a day one, like Swifty, literally from Tottenham away days. Speak to Scott M a lot. Swifty, big up. And Scott has been chilled. It's a new world. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Scott M is chilled.
Scott M chilled. Mate, no.
Scott
let's
M.
soak this in. Soak it in.
Scott M is in a top. He is chill personified at the moment. Ashley, big up all the way from Australia. Big up to you, Ashley. I hope you're still with us. Sorry it took a while to get through. Let's just make sure we say hello to everyone. Good morning to Stuart, who I saw on Savas just before. Let's have a look who's just come in and said hello. Chip, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, listen, we all do a lot of work on other channels. Like I said, people will see that I'm on We Are Tottenham TV a lot, and I help them whenever I can, and especially, like, for instance, when unfortunately one of the legends of the YouTube community and a gentleman, their grandfather passed away. Immediately there to be there for them, give them whatever they need. I'll always be there, and they've done it for us. We all do it. Do you know what? There's a lot of YouTubers that get bum raps, that get really bad shit thrown their way. Some people are sometimes outspoken, but you know what? It's all for the love of this football club, and people have different styles and different ways of doing it. But it's all good. So thank you for that. Who else was there? 2:17 a.m. I can't sleep. Salute deep. This is why we're here, P. This is why we are here. Ethan, thank you for becoming a member. Exactly. We are on to the next 10K. So if you are new, just a quick one. If you can, smash a like and subscribe, because we really want to pick up the algorithms and get out there. I am Malware. I can't wait to come to your question when we get there. I can't wait to get down there. Who else is here? Yeah, the people I'm just seeing. Darth, I've just seen in here. Big up, yep. Sit down, shut up. Yep, damn right. Who else is here? Let's have a look. Who else is here that I haven't said hello? Jack, I can't remember if I said hello to you. Big up to you. Let's have a look. Leslie, big up to you. Thank you very much indeed for coming in and saying that. It's a big achievement for us. We are delighted. Everyone at Tottenham on tour. And we're back big time, and we're going to be here and give you great content. And Sam, but right, let's do Malware's super chat, then we'll go back to Reese's. Palhinha, well, it's pretty much we covered it, but we'll go into it a bit more. Palhinha will be our Romero in the midfield. He will bring us tenacity. Palhinha will free up creative players to operate in midfield. Chew. All aboard. Cheers for the super chat, I was about to say Millwall. Malware, buddy, you're always in the chats and always very generous, so thank you very much indeed. Dave?
What he mentions there about Paulinho free up creative players, don't forget as well, Paulinho can make a pass.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go watch, don't get me wrong, it's not all the time. He's not a creative player, but he can pick up players with a pass. And not just that, he can score a goal. He's great with his head. You know what I mean? He don't mind hitting one outside the box. So, you know, you're going to get a bit of you're going to get a little bit of creativity from Palhinha as well. You're going to get that. He's going to take shots, and in the box, you think, look at our set pieces, and you think we're going to have the likes of Romero, who's great in the box on set pieces. You're going to have Palhinha, who is as well. You could, if you take off one of them, you have Danzo. Danzo's great in the box. I mean, our set pieces this season are looking really nice so far. Now, obviously, it's early days, you know, but there is chances. There is chances there. And in the league, we've got some big players. I mean, you look at Vuskovic. He's a kid. I know he's not going to play many games. My God, that kid's a giant, right? So once we perfect these set pieces, they're only going to get better during the season. So, yeah, I mean, yes, I agree what he's saying about the Romero aspect and how he's going to be a dominator in that midfield. He's going to be that bulldog. He's going to be that aggressor. But he's also going to be able to pick passes. He's going to be able to break down play. He doesn't mind taking on players. He uses his strength well. He likes to have a player on his back. He can turn a player. And he can score the goal as well, albeit rare, but he can score the goal. So you're going to get a little bit of everything out of Palhinha. And I think with Romero and Van de Ven behind him, fantastic, mate. I mean, that structure of pivot there.
Or Danzo. Yeah,
or Danzo. I love Danzo, by the way. Nice, just pointing out, I think Danzo is a baller.
Yeah.
And You know, when we signed Dragusin, yeah, right.
Mhm.
Everyone was all happy about Dragusin, and when we signed him and everything, everyone thought it was great. Unfortunately, he hasn't taken to the Premier League how everyone hoped. Danzo's came in, and my God, he has taken the club, he has taken the fans, he has taken the football.
Mhm.
I'm not scared if Romero has to be out for a week's games or whatever. Danzo's sitting there, and that doesn't faze me whatsoever because you're taking one strong defensive player and you're just putting him with like for like. And when I mean like for like, I mean, you know, strong defensively.
Oh, he's a machine in the air. He's a
Yeah.
machine. But I will say very quickly, very nice offer. Tennessee is one of the places my wife wants to take me. But what I will say is, if you're ever in Toronto, any American, anyone from anywhere in the world, if you're in Toronto and it's during the season, when Tottenham on tour are on, I've got no problem exchanging details, emails, social media. There's actually about 5 or 6 people from England that are going to be here for the Burnley game. So they're all coming to the yard. So it's going to be brilliant. So anyone ever coming in Toronto, you know where to come because it is the best pub outside of Tottenham. Hopefully Jason Groves and Scott M, who live in this country, but this country is rather big compared to back home, will make it to the yard. But let's go back to Reece. Where was Reece? And it was a bit different about Palhinha. Where's Reece gone? Here it is. Everyone getting carried away with Palhinha on loan. Forget we have 60 million that Levy still hasn't reused from the Morgan Gibbs White deal yet. That has to be spent in this window. Otherwise, cheap options only as per. I will say, Reece, I completely get where you're coming from. But what I will say is that 60 million can now go. I think the biggest area where we need to spend now with that kind of money is either a striker or a left winger should Sonny go. So if you get a Palhinha on loan and save you having to spend 60, 70 mil there and then having to spend there and maybe a left back or right back, depending on how big Destiny's injury is, I completely get this. And we know with the 60 million, like when we had 150 million and didn't spend it all and bought 7 players, it's always a concern. But Dave, would you rather have brought someone in loan of Palhinha's stature or spend that 60 million on a designated midfielder? How do people in the chat feel about that? Would you rather? Don't get me wrong. With Palhinha, that with this, there's no wrong or right answer.
No. For me, I'd rather use that money on other areas. Personally, getting a loan deal for Palhinha is great. You're just paying his wages. That's not a problem. Okay, yeah, I agree exactly what Reece is saying. We got 60 million there that we're apparently going to use on Morgan Gibbs White. Yeah, right. Go spend that on another striker because, you know, Solanke's picking up these little injuries now, which I don't like. You know, he was never injured prior to coming to Spurs, but he's picking up these little injuries. Richarlison, as much as I love the guy and I love the banter he brings and stuff like that, he's not that striker. He's really not. And I'd rather us go use that 60 mil and go throw it on a striker that could actually score goals, you know, who actually contributes in that sense. Left back is definitely needed. We can't use Ben Davies in 2025 going on 26, yeah, right, as a left back. We can't. It's just not right. You know what I mean? I love Ben Davies, but no, he needs to go. He has to. You know, send him to Wrexham or something on loan, whatever with him, but spend the money in the right areas, yeah? I think if we spend, 60 odd million on a striker, go buy a left back, 30 million, whatever, and then, you know what I mean? I think you're okay there. Right back, you're not so worried there because you've got Poto and Spence. But left back, with a doggy being injured as well, and it looks like he's going to keep picking up injuries, you need a proper solid left back there. Left wing, I don't think we need much there, mate, personally, because you've got Tell and you've got Odobert, you know what I mean? And you've got the likes of Brennan who can play on the left, Kudus. You're covered in them areas where I wouldn't worry about spending money right now.
Dave, let me just put one question to you on that.
Go on then.
Numerically and positionally, yes, we are covered because there's players that can play that position. You take Sonny out of the equation, that's 20 goal contributions gone.
Yeah, it is.
Can you see one of them individually matching that because I can't. Maybe collectively, but I cannot see it individually.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you there. Yeah, right. But I'm going to ask you a question back.
Well, let's go.
Watching Sonny pre-season, do you really believe he'll be able to give you 20 goal contributions this season?
No, well, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah. So then you take it now. You can't take it from the past. We could say, well, let's go and get a striker who can give us what Kane gave us. You can't. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to add someone who can contribute in different ways. That's why we had a Kudus. Yeah. Brendan gave us, right, a European winning goal. Brendan gave us the top goal scorer in the league. But Kudus has played in that position because he adds that complete different aspect, which allows the team to play in a different manner. Yeah.
Yep.
So you look at the left, could give us that same different aspect than what Sonny does, you know? And that's what I'm looking at there is where I'd rather go and get a striker who can play in that type of, you know what I mean, situation, rather than trying to look at what they can contribute, what a previous player did. You know, and that's my answer to that is we can't look at what Sonny is, you know what I mean, what Sonny did prior. It's like what's happening now, and he needs replacing. He does. I love Sonny. It's great what he gave this club, but unfortunately, you can see from his body language, the way he's playing, he's really unhappy, mate. He's really unhappy at the moment. I think he knows he's going, and it's just kind of like, oh, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like get other positions done. Striker, left back is a bigger priority for me.
Well, do you know what? Now you said that. People in the chat and you, Dave, let's see what people say. Well, Jack said, let's just say we can get 2 players. Palhinha's through the door. So
yeah,
don't say Palhinha. Right now, what do you think needs to come if you could bring in the 2?
Just 2 players, that's it now.
Just
players.
Just say 2 are coming in.
For me, it'd be striker and left back.
Striker and left back.
Yeah.
Striker and left back.
Yeah.
I see. It's hard now when you. Let's see what people say. First of all, we're going to go back to question everybody. We're going to see what people say here. Control Based Elite, thank you for becoming a YouTube member and part of the family. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. But let's see what people. I think Scott M said a position. Just as I was going down, Scott M has gone. Oh no, Scott. There you go. We have 0 quality on the left wing, Son included. So Sonny was. I have to say, Mr. K is in the chat. Mr. K. I mean, this is a channel that has been known for epic Levy out rants, and mainly because of me. Ben has chimed in with a few Ireland. You've tuned in with a few Amir. Back in the day, Mr. K. I don't know if people remember this. He came on. Looking at the camera here, but he had his monitor on another one, the other way round. So it was this way up, not across. Had a picture of Daniel Levy, and he just went on a 10-minute Levy out rant that is elite level. Elite level. If people go onto our channel and type in Mr. K Levy rant on Tottenham on Tour, you will be in for one of the best rants you'd ever see back in the day. He's here. So let's have a look what people. So where are people saying? Striker and new ownership, that would be the dream one. That would be the dream one. Anthony Robinson would obviously be absolutely superb. He's a top player. Let's see. Okay. We've got Kolo Muani. If Son's staying, striker and an 8. If Son's staying, left wing and an 8. Striker and a keeper, Matty K.
Oh, he's on the wind up. You know he is.
He probably. James Flower ain't here. You can't do that.
Yeah, he's in bed. He's dreaming of getting pipes and shit.
Yeah, he's I thought James, big up. If you had 60 million, okay, let's do this one. Thank you for the super chat, James. Thank you very much indeed. So, hey, Brian, if you had 60 million left on one more player, who would it be?
Oh, see, that's.
I'm going to say it, but I think we might be a little bit too far down the line to do it. Someone that I wanted for 3 years, someone that I wanted over Madison, Eberechi Eze.
Yeah.
Would be the one. He would be the one.
But
if Spurs went and dropped it and said, right, here we go, Palace, that would be the one. That would be. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry, Sorry, Chubby Cheese. Let me have a look for your super chat. I just went. Sorry, they're coming in now. Let me just find it. We'll go to yours straight after. There it is. I found it. I found it. I found it. But yeah, go on. If you, I would say Eberechi Eze. Who would you say? Go on, people. I will bring up your super chat straight after. Sorry, I missed that one, buddy. But yeah, if you had 60 million, everyone.
Do you know what?
Who are you going for?
Do you know what? It's a bit out there. Obviously, you know, if the team stays the same now, right? No one's in, no one's out. There's only 60 million left in the pot to buy a player. For me, it's a bloody hard one. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd love a striker, but bar Mawani, which is kind of like going for a loan deal at the moment, you're not going to get an half decent one for 60 million. I mean, you look at the likes of Gyökeres going forward and Sesko and stuff like that. For me, I'd probably, I'd go Andy Robertson, mate. I'd go and get a left back.
You would go Andy Robertson.
What?
Andy Robertson's at Liverpool.
No, Anthony Robertson.
Anthony.
Mate, it's 2:46. I can't speak properly.
Mate, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's 9:45.
Yeah, for you it is. For me, mate, it's early hours of the morning. I got a whisper, mate. Everyone's asleep.
It's 9:45.
But yeah, no. I mean, I'd probably go with someone like that personally because it shows up your defense. Can you imagine Porro, Anthony Robertson, Van de Ven, and Romero? But then again, you got to think of it as if he got injured. You got no one. You go back to Ben Davis. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, it's a tough one. I'd split it. I'd split the money, 30 million. Go 30 million on a striker, 30 million on a left back.
There we go. There you go. Well, first of all, I just want to make sure. I'm so sorry I missed this super chat. I scanned over it. I'm going to love saying this name all season. Chop Cheese. Chop Cheese, big up to you. You freaking Frankaholic. Nothing but vibes this season. Do you know what? What makes me laugh, and big up to you, Chop Cheese. And sorry, like I said, missed your super chat and went over it. Dave, as you know, and people will know that have watched me everywhere, I sometimes get a very bad rap for always being negative, always Levy, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I have been. And it's because I stand by what I say. And I do as I say and I say as I do when it's come to anything to do with this football club and protesting and change for Tottenham. And when I was doing it with the group of people that I proudly stood with. But I always said, as soon as Thomas Frank came, you're going to see a different me. You're going to see a different. Obviously, when it comes to them up there, never change. Never, ever change. But when it comes to Thomas Frank, and you know the pelters I was getting when I was trying to find positives in the Wickham and Reading games, it was like, listen, we've only just started. I don't want a great pre-season and then we flop in the league. Yeah. Let him. I am going to be so positive this season, apart from when it comes to the ownership, and it will always be that way. Until the day they go, and I can say Levy out is now Levy gone. And this is what it's about. I think Frank has won a lot of people over again today, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they are. I think a lot of Spurs fans already. I mean, I remember a couple of seasons ago, you know what I mean? They were talking about bringing Frank in and stuff. I think everyone's already seen what Frank's about. And, you know, now that he's in, you're starting to see his actual coaching. You know, you're going from our terrible season last season to something that's looking a bit more better. But don't forget, we're in pre-season, yeah? This is all about match fitness. This is all about, you know, him finding players' positions, him getting the players listening to him, his coaching methods, everything like that. When the league starts, each game, right, is where he's going to be criticised. Every single game. Yep. Because you're going to get them people who are still in love with Ange, you know, leave them to it. That's fine. Let them have their fun, whatever. And you're going to get the other people on the other side who are looking at just wanting to criticize Frank, looking at making another reason why Spurs are bad or blah, 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 blah. For me, you've got to give Frank time. Yeah, like I've said to you numerous times, Brian, when it comes to a player, comes to a manager, I give him a season. Let him have one season. After that, that's when the criticism comes from me. I talk utter rubbish, you know what I mean, on X and stuff like that, mid-game or about players and stuff. But overall, I give them a season. Let's see what they're about. Frank is going to give people, I think he's going to give people a little bit of hope. Yeah. Right. He's going to give them fans who are on that side of the fence of where it's like a little bit still with Ange, a little bit wanting Frank to do well. So I think he will bring even more people over as the season goes. A lot of us who are Frank now are because we just hated what we've seen under Ange. We just needed something different. And I remember, right, a lot of fans turn around, and I've been wanting to say this for ages, but I haven't been on stream, right? And it might be controversial, and I'll probably get hate for this, but I didn't bother posting on X because I'm not a blue tick muppet and I don't have a chance to post like loads of stuff. But under Ange last season, right, our fan base and numerous people, and they might deny now, but even big accounts sat there and said all this team needed was a better manager. Right? That's what they said. They all said it. All this team needed was a better manager. Now Frank needs 6, 7, 8 signings to make this team a better team than under Ange. He doesn't. You can see that now. He's had a one player kudos, and we're already looking more structured. We're already looking more defensively sound. Yes, our attack's a bit weak. Okay, fair enough. Attack's a bit weak. But overall, midfield's looking good, defensive looking good, and attacks a bit meh. Yeah, okay, that could be worked on, bring another player in. But when the fans sat there and said that, and then as soon as the window opened and realizing we're not signing 10, 20, 30 players, they all started switching again that quick. They were switching. They were like, oh, but Frank needs 8 or 9 players before he can make his team look good. He's a bloody good coach, right? He's a bloody good coach. And he's not just the type of coach that picks off one bit or like that. He micromanages everything. Yes, I think more and more as the season goes on, more and more fans will start swinging that side, and they will realize Frank's a bloody good coach, and given time, he can turn Tottenham into a really good, structurally sound team, right? To the point where, like, do you remember in the Poch, I think it was 15, 16, yeah? White Hart Lane was a fortress. We didn't lose one game at home throughout the entire season. Our away form was absolutely shit. But at home, I don't think we lost a game.
We didn't.
Right? And I think Frank...
Well, no, that season we came second. That last season, the lane...
Yeah. I think Frank, given time, could add that type of season again, where at home, teams don't want to come and play against us.
You know what?
Hope that...
Go on, finish. No, you finish, bro. You finish.
No, that's it. Basically, that's it. I just think he's given time, given the players, given the opportunity to do it. I think he really, really will bring us back to that days of where our ground was a fortress. I mean, teams hated coming to White Hart Lane because we couldn't be beat.
Yep.
We didn't allow any team to beat us. Yes, we drawn a lot of games, but we did not lose one game that entire season. And I remember the days, mate, where I was sitting there, any team walked up to us, the Uniteds, the Chelseas, any of them, the Arsenals, Liverpools, anyone, and we sat there and said, come to our ground. You ain't going to beat us. And they never did.
You're right,
so,
you're right.
I'm hoping he can give us that, and then fans will just switch over and realize, yes, this is a coach we need. And the players are listening to him. The players are listening to him already, but let's see what Levy does. The main thing is what Levy does in this window for him.
Well, do you know what they're saying? I'm going to go through a few things here, but there's a comment from Malware that I've been waiting, and you've just led on to it perfectly. Talking to Palhinha, we've got Lord Rodney Trotter, who's saying it'll be here for 2-3 years. Then you got, I think Palhinha will be a great model for Archie Gray, which he will be, and be a great education for him.
Yeah.
Bentancur is playing Tottenham. Hopefully he signs a contract. Palhinha and Berg will mentor. But then you've got Palhinha and Bentancur in a double pivot. It gives options. No, I think it gives up. But do you know the best thing, the one I want to talk about? There's one, and you mentioned it about the team and doing together. Yeah. This, both the pre-game talk in the dressing room and the post-game interview with Milesy from Tottenham. I was about to say from We Are Tottenham TV, from Tottenham Hotspur official. How incredible was, first of all, when he said, which was important to me, win the duels, win the second ball. And people got to remember, and I said this just before on Saturday, Brentford last season went in for 570 more aerial duels than Tottenham did all last season. We are a physical team. Now, we will not be bullied, but the pre-match was like a 30-second. Obviously, managers will do what they want. I loved the post-game one.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's a great speaker. You know, I mean, everyone loved Ange for the way he spoke and stuff like that, but Frank's a good speaker as well. You've seen that in that video. I watched that video myself, and shit, man, I wanted to go out on the pitch and start fucking playing for him. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of them. It's great talker, great, you know, and that's what we're going to have all season. It really is good. And I think the players warmed up to him, just like there. Alejandro's saying right there now, he's got a personality that I think players are warm to straight away. I think they were dubious when he first come in, but now I think they've warmed to him and understand what he's trying to bring to this team. And I just wanted to go back to what Malware said about a pivot of Bentancur and Palhinha. You can't pivot them two. I'm sorry, you cannot pivot them two together. Wouldn't work.
Why'd you say that?
Wouldn't work. Because just like Jack says in here, and I was going to say it before I spoke as well, Palhinha is a lone centre defensive mid, mate. You just put him in on his own, have two players playing off him. You put Bentancur in there, mate, you're going to add too much mess. They're going to be trying to play similar, and it won't work. You know what I mean? If you're going to play Bentancur, don't pivot him. Do you know what I mean? Use Bentancur as the play to replace him. Do you know what I mean? But just keep Palhinha as a sole player there, because that's where he works his best, is when he's on his own. Like Højbjerg. You pivoted Højbjerg, he was crap, mate, yeah? He was crap. But when Højbjerg was on his own and he needed to mop up, do the dirty work, yeah? He was fantastic at it. He was a great dirty worker, and people don't see that side of the game, yeah? Everyone slated Højbjerg. Now we're buying a player to put in Højbjerg's position, what Højbjerg did. And that was mop up. That was close down play. That was dirty tackles, the dirty game, the boring game, the game that's not flashy, the game that's not for YouTube clicks and videos. It's the game of literally chasing loose balls, closing down players, making them stupid, dirty tackles just to get the ball back. Yeah. None of these flicks, none of these tricks, none of these 30-yard screamers or anything like that. It's the dirty ball, dirty football. And that's what Palhinha is great at as well. He's the one to make that run no one else is doing from midfield, to make that tackle. You need to regain that ball back. And you can't pivot. You cannot pivot Bentancur there. I just don't see it working, personally.
We do. I tell you what, we got a few questions, but yep. That's true, but do you know what? There's a super chat coming in. I'm just checking to see if there's any questions that I missed. Big up, Curly. We'll speak during the week. Oh, no, it's Friday tomorrow. We'll speak over the weekend or beginning of next week about what we said we'll discuss. But there is a super chat we're going to do, and I've got a few other questions. I know my sister-in-law's just come in, so I may have to vacate this room that she uses as a bedroom when she's here in about half hour to 15 minutes. This one is going to split opinions. Again, no wrong or right answer. This is what we're going to do with these ones. Late night, chilled, relax. No right or wrong. This is just us having a discussion. From James, and big up for sending another super chat. Hey, guys, if we're offered Nicola Jackson from Chelsea, would you be open to the move for the right price? And also, we can lead on to this with obviously a lot of talk about Solanke, how we will do this season. So first of all, people in the chat, we'll deal with this with Jackson first. Then we're going to go on to Solanke. But people, would you take Nicola Jackson if he was available to Tottenham Hotspur at the right price? Forgetting that Chelsea don't do business with us.
I mean, you can see how it'd work under the Frank system. I mean, he's got pace. Excuse me. He's got pace. You know, he doesn't mind taking on players and all that. I mean, it could work with a Nicholas Jackson type
a few
player.
yeses.
I mean, well, yeah, but then you look at who we're looking at. Yeah, you look at Mawani. Yeah, when you say he's a similar style player, you know what I mean? He's got long legs. He likes to run, take shots, whatever. So, I mean, what is the right price, though? Do you know what I mean? You know, are Chelsea going to sell him for cheap? No. Personally, it all depends. If he was the only player, then you got to look at, is he better than what we've got now?
Who would you take out of Wissa and Jackson? If you could sign one right now.
Wissa. Oh, 100% Wissa. 100% Wissa. But I'm talking about if you had the only chance to sign Nicholas Jackson, you've got to look at it as, is he going to do better than Richarlison and Solanke? You know, that I don't think he will. You know, personally.
Oh, it's him as well.
You know, I just don't think he will. Visser will do better than him. Visser's a great player. I mean, Mawani, again, you know, he's similar in a sense to Jackson, you know, one of them running type players. You know, I just.
Yeah, Joe, we got.
What's the price, though? What's the price? Do you know what I mean?
It's just the right price. That's the thing. And listen, let's face it, between Chelsea and Tottenham, there is no right price. No. There is no right price. Dominic Solanke, I'm going to speak about Dominic. I've spoken a lot about Dominic Solanke, but I will speak again. I think this season, let's just say we've seen the Kolo Muani links. We've seen people mention it here. If it's Kolo Muani, let's just say on the left. He can play central as well if need be. Kudus on the right. Solanke in the centre. Maddison behind him. Whoever plays the 8, as we call it, or whatever, based on what Thomas Frank does, and Palhinha behind him. If Thomas Frank says to Dominic Solanke, you are going to be my Ivan Toney, you are just going to stay up top, and we're going to get the ball to you. I think do I think we still need another striker? Absolutely. Yeah. But I think Solanke gets 20 goals this season. Easy.
Yeah, but what are we doing that we didn't do under Ange already under Frank?
Staying in shape.
No. What are we doing, though? What are we doing? That you're talking about Solanke, yeah, right? And the chat can ask this. What are we doing that we didn't do under Ange? It's putting the ball in the box.
Yep. Which is what Frank does.
Which Frank does. What did Solanke really, really, really excelled at the season before we bought him? Was headed goals.
Yeah.
Or heading the ball. He's fantastic in the air. Under Ange, we rarely put the ball in the box. Yeah? He's going to be fed balls like that all season. So I agree with you. He's going to score a lot of goals. But we need that other striker. But we don't need a striker similar to Solanke. We need a different aspect of a striker. A Visser, a Mawani, someone like that. Do you know what I mean? So that, for me, is how you change it up. You know, that's how you add that different aspect up front.
I have to say, Barry and Baxter, brother, thank you for that message. But first of all, I wanted to bring this up because I haven't seen your name pop up for a little while. So I hope you, your family, and everyone is good, buddy. And it is very, very good to see you in the chat again. It is very, very good to see you in the chat again. So let's have a look. Strikers that are available. I can always, and let's see. Just say the player's name. If you right now forget the value, one of these were to come to Spurs, and don't just go for the expensive one because you think
go on.
Benjamin Sesko, Color. I can never say his name. Where was it? Colomendo. No, the French guy. I've just seen this. Colomendo.
I don't know who he is.
Where is it? I can always, there it is. Calimundo. So Sesko. Calimundo. Vlahovic. Wissa. But let's just put Jackson in there because obviously we've just had his name mentioned.
It's easy.
You could have one of those 5. But why? Also, why?
Right. The reason why I picked Visser, is because all the other ones you mentioned don't have Premier League experience, right? Sesko is raw, He's at the beginning of his career, right? And who knows if he's even going to turn out to be half decent in the Prem. Mwendo, whatever his name is. I'm sorry, I don't know much about him. So personally, I can't comment on him. I could be wrong. He could be a baller, but I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Whoa. Sorry. I'm just going to add one more, a 6. I forgot to completely add Kolo Muani. For Kolo Muani as well. So there's 6. Muani, you had the list.
Visser's done it in the Prem. He's done it against Premier League defenders, and he's done it for the whole season, right? The other ones haven't, Vlahovic, I'd have took him under Conte. I don't think he'll work in the Frank system personally, because he's not that closing down style striker. You know what I mean? He's that static style striker, likes to feed off balls in the box. You need someone who's going to actually, press from the front. Yeah, for me, it's got to be Vista. The other ones just don't scream Prem games. Like, don't get me wrong, Mwani's a possibility, and the only reason I'd say yes to him is because I'd like to see what Frank could do with him. I mean, you're talking about Thomas Frank, who, if you look at it,
sorry, seven. See, look at
who that is. Don't know who that is. Never heard of him.
We got
All right then. Let's put it in a different way. Let's ask this question in a different way. Yeah.
Go on then.
How many in this chat heard of Mbuemo? Is it Mbuemo? Yeah, Mbuemo. He played under Frank, didn't he?
Yep.
And Vissa, yeah. How many heard about them before they went to Brentford?
Correct.
Yeah, because he can develop players. He makes players good, right? Mbueno's just gone to United, right, for a large amount of money. Vissa's looking to move for quite a bit of money. So then would he be able to develop the likes of these Sescos, the Mwanis and stuff like that? Who's got that higher ceiling? Now, Vissa's ceiling is already there, He's already got the ceiling there. Frank's worked for him. So that's the safe option. Vissa's a safe option because he's done it in the Prem. He's worked under Frank. They know each other. They know Vissa knows how Frank wants to play. Frank knows how Vissa plays. As
someone said, Vissa, I will say as well, as someone said in the chat, Vissa is one of those players that will fall, unlike Kudus, because Ghana didn't qualify. Vissa will miss up to 6 weeks because of the African Cup of Nations. So that will be at a prime time. But obviously, you may have Solanke or whoever they can do there.
Yeah, but knowing all of me, Solanke will be injured for 6 weeks. At the same time, Vissa's pissed off, and we'll have Tell up front.
Yeah,
Brennan Johnson. I mean, it all depends. I haven't watched enough of these other players personally to give a full, in-depth thing about it to see who would work better under Frank. But Frank's good at developing players. We've seen that, So for me, I'd take Vissa as the safe option. I'd take Mwani as the slight risk. You know what I mean? That type of unknown aspect of what you're going to get out of him and how Frank can develop him. The other ones, again, I haven't watched enough of them and know enough about them to state that they would be bad under a Frank-style manager.
Mate, like I said, it was just so good to see the team. Do you know what? We'll start wrapping up.
I love that name, by the way. I love that name, Lou.
Mate, there's so many good names. I will say there's been so many new names in the chat tonight. This is going to be a bit more regular at this time. I can't always guarantee Dave will be up at 2 a.m. UK time.
This is a rare one. This is
because it's been the 10K, and it's been a good day for Spurs. Thank you, Richard. I hope you're feeling better. We spoke earlier via text. Everyone give Richard some love. Great part of the community, a fellow Canadian, a Montrealian. I'll get there one day. Oh, mate, I just cannot say it. I cannot say it. But a top man. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say.
Big up to the 10K. Subscribe.
Big up to the 10K. Sounds the same to have with the chat. But I did start.
And subscribe.
Yeah, please, like I said, like and subscribe.
Big up, Eugene.
Here we go.
My banter brother.
Here you go. Do you think Maino and Garnacho could work in this first team? And let's do it. Do you think they both could work, or they both won't come together, obviously, because I just can't see Man U doing it or us paying it. Do you think either of them could? People in the chat, do you think either of these could work? And if you had to choose one, right here, right now, not because you prefer one to the other, but that Spurs would need right now, who would you go for?
Who would I go for? Maino will never start over Kuda, so there you go. He's not a starter, and he plays on that right anyway, to the same position, so he'll never start over Kudas. Garnacho attitude is shit, but if I have to pick out of two, I'd get Garnacho because he does have a bit about him. It's just his attitude's crap.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. Yeah, because there's no way anyone can say, yeah, exactly, Eugene. Mainu is a squad option. He will never start. I'm sorry, Mainu doesn't even start over Brennan. He doesn't.
I have to say, with Eugene, you mentioned the word Garnacho to him. It's like mentioning Levy to me. When we did a show last week, my God. And fair play to him. Listen, I will say, I think we could, or I can definitely say, when we played the Europa League final, I couldn't believe Garnacho was on the bench. And as soon as he came on, it was the first time I panicked. Yeah. There is something there. Kobe Mainu can play at the 8. He can play at the 8. But the midfielders we've got,
I played more on the right, didn't he?
He can, yeah, but he played even for England. He played central. England at the Euros, he played central. Yeah, like Statue TV. Big up Statue TV, another new name from what I remember. There's been so many new names. Welcome if this is your first time. Garnacho is oh, look at this, Jack. He's not a guest. He's part of the channel. He's just been on sabbatical for a long time. He is part of the channel. Yeah, there you go.
So many videos.
Eugene said, I'm just allergic to crappy attitudes. I think, do you know what? Could Garnacho, Thomas Frank has the no dickhead policy, yada, yada, yada. But do you think under Romero and the Argentinian connection?
No.
You don't?
No. Garnacho has right. So my brother's a United fan, yeah? Right? And he's said it for ages now, right? Garnacho wants to be Ronaldo. That's it. Simple as Garnacho wants to be and believes he's going to be like Ronaldo, yeah? His attitude was shit, right? To the point, I can't remember, I think it was Fernandez, right? Had a go at him or something like that, or had a talk with him, I think my brother was saying. His attitude, though, is he believes he's going to be a Ronaldo, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. His attitude's crap when it comes to just as a general person. He's got a shit attitude. Romero being there ain't going to change nothing. Frank, I don't believe will change anything. I just think he's one of them players with a crap attitude, you know?
Yep.
I just think he is. I think he's just one of them players who has this ego about him that even when he's playing shit, he believes he's playing good, you know? And I just feel like that's the type of player. Obviously, I could be completely and utterly wrong, but that's how I feel that it is from him. So
I will say as well, this question, first of all, 2 super chats. James, thank you again for putting another $2 in. I don't know if you wanted to put something in, so if you put in another comment, I'll make sure we'll bring it up. I will say my brother, my dear friend, who I hope could either make it. I hope he can make it to the Super Cup at the Scotland Yard, if not to the Burnley game. Thank you very much indeed, brother. Love you and the family dearly, very, very dearly. There's a question here. See, this is the thing. I think that's the big question, Jazzy. And big up to you. I haven't seen you for a while, buddy. I hope you're good. This question, because of Porro, it's Modric all day long for me.
Yeah.
But no, I can understand. Carl Walker was superb for us.
Yeah, but can Levy put up all his kids? Do you know what I mean? Have we got enough hotels in Hotspur Wayfield? Mind you, Levy's building a new hotel. It's probably for Carl Walker and his fucking family, isn't it?
We'll build a creche as well. Oh, thank you. We got from Baby Cakes. Thank you, Baby Cakes. Thank God Ilana's in bed. Thank God Ilana's in bed. There's me going Baby Cakes. But
for me, Modric would always be the one to, you know what I mean, change the team if it was going to be anyone. Walker, he just does. He's where Walker is now is where he should be. Let's put it that way.
I have to say, and you remember I was saying that there is a certain person who has been so chilled. He's jumped on the Frank train. And obviously, I've spoken to a lot recently since Frank has come in. And even he was on the show last week and he was saying, do you know what? I actually get up and want to watch Spurs now. I'll get up because I have to go. I think Scott is 2 hours behind me. So 7:30 kickoff was 5:30 for him today. And we know how Scott can be or has been. And when you see Scott M saying, if Frank says yes to Garnacho, then I have faith in him. But if mate, everybody, I hope everyone is loving the new Scott M. Because you know what, Scott M.
I remember, yeah, mate, sorry to cut off. I remember the days when we used to stream and Scott would be in and he's fucking losing his mind.
Yeah.
Scott, what have you been drinking?
Scott, I tell you what, Scott is very, very quick to the point. He takes no prisoners. But you know what? He said, Joe, I'm doing it. I'm going to be like you. I'm giving everyone a clean sweep. They all start the season afresh. And he has been, mate, I love seeing this Scott M. I love Scott M anyway. I think he's very misunderstood at times. He speaks from the heart. He's got no filter.
That's why he says, look, even him and Eugene agree at times. Now, that's a rare one.
They came on the show. They were both on the show with Dietrich last week. And they're like, they both said, I can't believe how much we're agreeing with each other. Lisa, Chica, thank you very much indeed, all the way in Mexico.
I'm sleep deprived. That can't be true.
Mate, they literally.
Well, Em and Eugene agreeing with each other.
Yeah, he's rescinded one. But do you know what? I think Brennan Johnson. Do you know what? We'll end with Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, we saw in his first season, got the goals like he did last season, but so many people say he's an impact sub. He'll come on late in the game, and with Kudus coming in, that right spot's done. Yeah. Unless he plays Kudus in the centre some games because Madison's out or whatever. Psycho Teacher, big up from Brazil. I hope, mate, need to get you on a late night show. When I do one next week, we're definitely getting you on. Right, Johnson, I think, is going to be the impact sub now. People can say yes, sell him, whatever. He gets goals. Big, straight on, choppy cheese, straight on. But did I say choppy cheese? Chopped cheese, sorry. I've now nicknamed you. I've added a letter to your name.
But the thing is, right, I'm Welsh, yeah? Right? So, Welsh players, I love, obviously. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not going to lie now, and this is to everyone on here. I'm Welsh through and through. I was born in the country. I am Welsh, right? Kudus has been such a breath of fresh air. It really has.
Before you do anything, Dave, just very quickly, James has just dropped in another super chat. Thank you so much for days off. Have a great weekend, COYS and Livia. James, thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for the super chats. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. And thank you for being part of the show. Go on, Dave. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. So for me, Kudus is such a breath of fresh air, mate. Yeah. Like I said that my brother's a United fan. Yeah. My missus, who's currently upstairs playing her game, hence why I'm allowed to stream at this time of night, is a West Ham fan. Right?
She is.
And she didn't give a shit that West Ham sold Kudus to Spurs. She didn't care. See, a lot of the West Ham fans try and banter her flat. You heard her, Bri. She didn't care about Kudus coming to Spurs. Yeah?
Yep.
And I was a bit like, because I've obviously had to sit there and watch West Ham. I've had to. I have a Mrs. West Ham. She likes football. She was born there. You know what I mean? Although family's West Ham, so I've had to sit and watch West Ham games, yeah? Feel sorry for me because it's been fucking painful. Kudus' attitude was shit last season. It was dreadful. From what I've seen him at the moment, mate, you know what I mean? I've been loving it. I have loved how he just doesn't care. He's not afraid of any player. Whereas, take the other aspect of Brennan Johnson, who just seems to be shit scared of his own shadow. And I don't know why. I don't get why he's like that, because for Wales he isn't. And when he was at Forest, he weren't. But for some reason, it's like being at Spurs, he's scared of his own shadow at times. Do you know what I mean? And we've seen a quick flash, I can't remember which game it was, where he was taking on players who's been a bit more confident. But no, he, like everyone's saying, he literally is a bench player at the moment. He is that sub you bring on when Kudus is either blown out his ass or he's injured.
Look.
She's awake. See, there she is. She heard me speaking. She's in the middle of playing the game. She hasn't commented all night. As soon as I mention her, she's there. She's the detective, isn't she, Bri?
I'm so happy that Ilana doesn't watch football. I'm so happy because I'd be in so much trouble.
Oh, mate, when Spurs and West Ham play, yeah, I have her hating me because I'll wind her up. I'll start saying random shit. Do you know what I mean? I'll start calling out her players, West Ham players, yeah, when they're doing nothing wrong. And I'll just start winding her up and she hates it. But nah, it's great. It's great fun. But yeah, on Kudus, he benches Brennan Johnson all day long. He is such a wonderful player. From what I'm seeing of him, I love everything about him. His attitude looks perfect. He is tracking back defensively. Now, he did do that in his first season of West Ham. He was really good at that. Yeah. Right. And he was good at tracking back. He was good at adding that defensive where he was taking the ball from the 18-yard box and he would be at that midfield before everyone else has realized where the ball is. What we're getting from Kudus is really, really good. It's really good. And Brennan doesn't see this team at the moment. And that's coming from a Welshman. Do you know what I mean? And I love Brennan Johnson. I know people hate him, call him shit, whatever. He really isn't. He's just scared for some reason at the moment. But Kudus benches him every single game. If Kudus is fair, I don't want to see Brennan Johnson on the pitch. I don't. I want to see Kudus because I'm loving what I'm seeing from him at the moment.
You're right. And listen, on that note, as it is 3:20 in the morning for you, as I need to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get things going and have some coffee and do bits ready to start with Ben on We Are Tottenham TV at 7 a.m. my time, which is midday your time, before then doing Tottenham on Tour, which we will be live at 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Toronto time. I forgot where I lived for a moment. And then back to We Are Tottenham TV. But I just wanted to say to everyone in the chat, these are going to be a lot more regular at this time of night. Going to get as interactive as we've been tonight, get guests on, do whatever. This is going to be the late night show, which basically you control. We'll get people coming on. But I want to say thank you to everyone that got us to 10K. Thank you to everyone that has joined the stream tonight. Thank you to everyone that's liked the stream. And please like if you haven't already. For the new subscribers, for the new members, for the people left to super chat, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Dave, you got anything to say before we wrap up?
Yeah. Just to caveat what you're saying there, you know, when I joined Tottenham and Tour, I think it's like last year or something like that, weren't it? Right? I was doing another show with other people. We got talking. I joined, and you know, people think you just sit here. It's not. Behind the scenes, there is a lot of work that goes into these type of videos. I know you think we just click live, go live, and that's it. But we used to sit there and we used to talk about how we could make things better for people, how we could interact better. We did so many different styles of shows and everything. And to sit here and watch this channel grow to 10K, I walked away from it just before Christmas because so many things were going on. I had personal things. We had things on the channel. Brian had personal things and everything. But to see now people here, even at this time of night, chatting, this channel hitting 10K, honestly, from the bottom of my heart and everyone behind the scenes, thank you so much, because we're not here just talking about football. This is our outlet in life. You know what I mean? You don't see me much. This is a rarity for me. I do my own YouTube channel where I do motorbike stuff now. But overall, when you sit here and when you're watching people like Brian, like Ben, and everyone else on here, understand that the work behind the scenes is fucking stressful. It's not like they click, you know what I mean? They stop the live and they go off, you know what I mean, singing on rainbows and clouds and everything. The shit, I'm going to be honest here, Brian. Yeah, the shit Brian's had, Ben's had, even I've had at times on this channel because we just try and give opinions. It's not like we're trying to tell people what's right or wrong. We're just giving opinions, and the drama that comes with it, trust me, it's bloody hard. So the fact that you guys have got this channel up to 10K is massive for Brian. It really is. Ben, when he wakes up, it's massive for him. Island, who was in the back scenes, you know what I mean? Oh shit, I forgot his name now. Amir, that's it. I knew it was there. It was beginning with A, but I forgot. Sorry, Amir. Amir as well, who comes on the channel. You know, they put everything into it. You know, they really, really do. So just, thank you so much, everyone. Get this channel even bigger and bigger and bigger because, honestly, they just want to do the best for you. That's why they do it. They don't do it to sit here and talk to a blank screen. And that's it. They do it for the people who were like you in the comments, you know what I mean, bouncing off each other. You know what I mean, asking questions, having chat, agreeing, disagreeing. It's just, yeah, it really is. I know you miss Morning Brews, Matty, but
And I will say very, very quickly, the amount of times I've been told to do this and the amount of times I've been tempted to do it, the fact that the fact that I could get away with that, when especially when I plan to shave over the weekend. So maybe whilst he's out, whilst they're in Korea, maybe I can do it, get in there, break in, find out all the access codes. What I will say is also, whilst I am speaking to the people just saying goodbye, because there's a few more messages, Dave, Lou by Levy.
Oh, nice. So basically,
what's the link? Go get your link and put it in the chat. You're a mod, aren't you?
I will do now.
You do that.
No, I don't think I'm a mod, but I can still.
You should be a mod, and if you're not, Ben will be making you a mod in the morning. Put it in the private chat, then I'll do it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Do you know what, mate? It's a good segue. If we carry on like we are doing now, September's to Frank or not to Frank, which may change to frankly speaking. May change it to frankly speaking. Yeah. But that will be in September. It could be Eugene, my host for that show. Which there you go. You are a mod.
The link for it.
You are a mod, and so did Matt.
Yeah, I know, but I have to sign in. But yeah, listen, there's the link for my channel. Like, don't get me wrong. Just to pre-warn you, I don't post loads at the moment because it's really hard to do motorbike videos. Do you know what I mean? But I do go on my bike. I just post a little video of me riding around. Cheers, Maya. Appreciate that, bro. And yeah, it's just, I just do fun things, you know what I mean? And I will be getting more out there. It's just my life's hectic at the moment. So, but I do have another video coming soon. And I'm doing like this bike safe thing where it shows you basically motorbikes having crashes and everything and stuff like that. So that's going to be fun.
Lovely.
I nearly had an old woman try and kill me, mate.
There you go. You've already picked up one subscriber.
Oh, thank you so much, Lee. I
think Stuart will be subscribing as well by the looks of it.
I'll post the link there. Appreciate anyone who subscribes to me. Thank you so much. Again, I'm not a regular poster. It's just when I go out on my bike, I film it and I just put a video up. So if you enjoy that type of thing, there you go. I've got some videos on there. So yeah, if you like it, enjoy.
Do you know what? Psycho teacher, Marcus, who's a dynamite guy, he had two people that we spoke to. It was for the Everton game with David Moyes where we got battered. He had two Brazilian students in Toronto, so they came to the Scotland Yard to watch the defeat with us. They loved it at the yard. Came to my table, had fun. He's just sent me a picture of him with Psycho Teacher with him, saying congrats on hitting 10K. Psycho Teacher is one of the nicest guys you could meet in this community. One of the most courteous, well-spoken, friendly. I can't wait to bring him onto this channel. But we will say on that note, everyone, whatever you're doing, whether you're going to bed now, at work, going to work, going to bed, waking up right now, thank you once again for 10K. Like the content, please like the content and subscribe and share it as far as wide. We want to put loads of stuff out. Leslie, thank you very much indeed. There are going to be more of these during the weekdays at 9 p.m. all the time. I will say, I normally say two things at the end, but today isn't about the man at the top. It's about the man in the dugout. And I'm going to say, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank. Peace out, people. Have a great one.